He's healthy, and he's playing at this level. Look, he's shooting, since he's come back off the injury, he's even shooting the three over 40%. When he's knocking down the three.
What's going on, YouTube? I made a video the other day about John Morant and him doing the gun sign after he make a shot. You know, after he make a bucket, he'll do the. But he just wasn't doing it. He was doing it at Buddy Hield too. He just wasn't doing it. Buddy Hield did it to him first, and then he did it second. So, you know, he did it again. Then he got fined $70,000. You know, what I'm saying, by the NBA. Now he did he got a new celebration. You know what I'm saying, where he threw a grenade in the crowd, and he put his hands in the air, which I think that's way more live than the gun one. You know, because everybody do the gun one. Everybody point at their veins, and they got ice in their veins. That celebration where he threw the grenade in the crowd and he put his fingers in his ear, that's a dope celebration. But you know what's gonna come with that next. You're gonna have a lot of these people on First Take. You're gonna have a lot of these people on these shows, you know, the Odd Couple. Everybody complaining about what he can't do or what he can do. I think I'm just gonna take a clip of little kids sitting around playing Call of Duty in the house and just post it in the middle of this video somewhere, because nobody seemed to have a problem with this, like a hand gesture. So a hand gesture is what people have a problem with. Him making the gun celebration, like just pointing like his hand is a gun, that's such a big deal. Or is it just a big deal because of John Morant and because of his history? I can understand that. And you're NBA, you're the NBA, you know, you're a business. You work for us, so we tell you what to do. You do what we do, or what we say do. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta follow the rules. Them dudes paying. I understand that, but it's getting out of hand. They taking all the fun away. These kids, that's how they celebrate. I go to my son play AAU basketball, and I go down the highway all the time. You know what I'm saying? And I see these guys, I see these kids all the time. After they make a big shot or something, they celebrate like that. You know what I'm saying? They celebrate, you know, they make the signal. You know what I'm saying? That grenade, that celebration that John Morant did, I like that. You know what I'm saying? At least y'all told him he couldn't do the gun no more. So then he went to the grenade. So you're gonna fine him or punish him for changing what y'all said do? Like, he didn't do the gun no more, y'all fining him for that, which it don't make no sense. Because you can sit around and watch movies of people doing this and doing that. You can sit around and play Call of Duty, Uncharted. You can play all these video games that kids play that shoot guns, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think, you know what I'm saying, guns, they ain't illegal. Like, what's the problem? Everything you see, people have guns. You see hunting. I can get on YouTube and watch videos of hunting, of killing animals, you know, shooting wild boar, shooting deer, shooting bird, whatever you doing. I can see somebody shooting a gun. There are even videos on YouTube where they shooting guns or showing you certain guns, you know what I'm saying? Teaching you about this gun, showing you how a 9mm shoot, showing you how what is called whatever, I can't even think of it right now. But they put it in a gun where it makes it fully automatic. They got videos of dudes shooting AR-15s. They got guns. They got videos of people shooting 12-gauge shotguns. They got all this stuff going on, and then we want to sit up here and be like, oh, that you don't need to do that celebration. Like, what is that celebration hurting? Like, what is it doing? Like, I can see if he did like he was talking about doing something to him, and he was doing that, letting them know, I'm about to get you later on. But just doing that, like, you in a sport where when you have the basketball to make a bucket, it's called shooting. So that's why I will correlate that to that. You know what I'm saying? That's why people do that. You know what I'm saying? You're playing a sport. When you put the ball in the basket, it's called shooting the basketball. So just off the muscle, people are going to think he's going to relate that to that. You know, he ain't talking about shooting anybody. And if you're trying to protect the kids, how are you protecting the kids? My son play Call of Duty all day, yelling at the computer, playing the game. I don't think that's going to affect him to the point of wanting to go do something to somebody. When I hate hearing stuff like that, when they think these movies or these video games are making kids or making anybody do something. That's just crazy. Like, you can't even make a shot no more in the NBA and celebrate. Oh, we don't like the celebration, man. People been doing that for years. And then just say, for instance, I didn't watch the game where the commentator then called a player a gun. Austin Reeves, AR-15. I think Kirilenko was I think his name was AK, something like that. I can't remember what his number was. But you sitting here during the game and the commentator is calling Austin Reeves a gun. AR-15. We talking about guns. We acting like everything that got too friendly, too soft. You can't do nothing. It's just like, everything is just, let me take the fun away from everything. And it don't make no sense. It's like, I kind of feel how Ja feeling. And I understand that the NBA told him, don't do the gun signal. Because regardless if it's good or not, this is our business. We're telling you what to do. If you want to be in our business, if you want to function in our business, this how we telling you to handle your business, which I fully understand. So, I mean, if they paying you millions, you got to follow their rules. But he then switched it up and went to the grenade. I think that was dope. I like that celebration. You need to keep that. Because, you know, when you do stuff like that, the crowd can't even participate in that. Just say, for instance, you're playing the Memphis Grizzlies, and Ja Morant hit a shot, then he act like he throw a grenade in the crowd, and all the fans and people in the crowd react to it. You know what I'm saying? That'd be pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? And I think he ain't got no bad meaning behind it. Like, you see dudes all the time with guns. Like having guns is just so normal in the world. Like, to have a gun is just normal. Like, you're an NBA player, so now you can't protect yourself. Like, you're not supposed to have a gun just because you're an NBA player. When you would think you would be the one that probably needs to keep the gun around them. You don't know how many guys, you hear about these dudes getting their house robbed and all kind of stuff all the time, man. Like, how you can't protect yourself? How is this world is acting so friendly and so just want to be it's like a fake outrage all the time. It's just a fake outrage. And I'm feeling how Ja Morant feel. Like, when he celebrated again with the gun signal, they told you can't do it. That was dumb. They fined him. Okay, I'm going to change what I'm doing. I'm going to go to grenade. It's having a gun, or when we see stuff on movies and you play video games, you throwing grenades and you shooting guns and stuff. Why is that so frowned upon? Probably everybody in that crowd, probably 75% of them in there have a gun. You know what I'm saying? So then he's doing something that's just, I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to act like I'm throwing a grenade. Like, you can't even celebrate no more. We don't need to end up being this kind of world. And Ja Morant, that dude just playing basketball, and it looked like, to me, lately he been injured a lot, and it's like they making it where it's not fun no more. And if ain't nobody else complaining, you don't hear nobody coming out complaining about, we don't want Ja Morant doing that. It's y'all, it's the league. And I understand the history he has, you know what I'm saying? But y'all taking the fun out of everything. And I think what Ja Morant doing is just having a good time. I didn't watch the game so many times. I done seen LeBron do the gun signal. I done seen what's the guy used to be with the he's with the Knicks now. I done seen him do the gun signal. I done seen so many people do that gun signal. Like, what's the big deal? You know what I'm saying? He's not bringing guns in the locker room like Gilbert Arenas did. You know what I'm saying? And Gilbert Arenas said when he did it was just a joke then. Like, we need to stop being so uptight. Ja Morant, let this guy play basketball and have fun. Don't make the game where it's not fun. All the kids out there watching it and enjoying it. He ain't corrupted none of their minds. Because if your kid can be corrupted by a basketball player, you're not doing a good job as a parent, man. Y'all need to chill out and let this young man live his life. And let him celebrate how he celebrate. Now he throwing a grenade, he changed it up. Like, stop making a big issue out of nothing. And I don't think nobody say nothing until these TV shows like First Take and all these other people make things a big deal. I think if people wouldn't even talk about it, it wouldn't be a big deal. But they gonna try to find anything to complain about. I think Ja Morant just out here in the court having a good time. I think a lot of these basketball players, when they do that, they're having a good time. And you got to always remember what they do with the basketball. They shoot the basketball. They gonna correlate that to shooting. You seen what I said where I put my hand there. That's what Ja did. But man, tell me how y'all feel about that Ja Morant situation. You know what I'm saying? But they just taking it too far. The NBA tripping. I don't know, man. Like, comment, subscribe on my video. I'm out. Run over boss. Bam.